Hi there guys, it's Gareth from TriLife again. Today we're going to cover a couple of road cycling safety and etiquette tips that's going to help you guys stay safer on the road and more aware of your surroundings. It's no secret that the drivers in Bahrain aren't the most considerate on the roads. There's quite an aggressive driving style and this is not exactly the best thing for cyclists. Alright, the most important tip that I can give you guys that'll help you stay safe on the roads is correct hand signals when coming up to an intersection. This just allows motorists to anticipate your next move so that it'll keep you safer on the road. Simply putting your hand out to the left or putting your hand out to the right is going to let the motorist know that you intend to turn left or to turn right. Hand signaling in groups is also a very important thing. So if you're in the front and there's a whole bunch of riders behind you, the best thing to do is to let them know if there's something in the road, something like a hole, something like a stone, or even glass. So simply putting your hand out towards the left or towards the right, wherever the object is, and pointing at it will allow the riders behind you to know that there's an object coming in the road, and they'll be able to then avoid it and stop a crash. Something that goes along nicely with your hand signals is vocal signals. So not only pointing to the object that's coming up like a hole or glass, shouting hole or glass accompanied by your hand signal is really going to help the people behind you to identify the object. Because something to be aware of is that when you're cycling on the road, there's going to be obstacles in your way all the time. Things like signs, things like islands in the middle of the road, other cars, other pedestrians, even other cyclists. So it's very important to be aware of your surroundings. You must also realize that when you're cycling, you need to concentrate. Being out there, you can't switch over to autopilot and allow yourself to just cycle and zone out. You need to be aware and concentrate while you're riding, because all it takes is a split second of loss in concentration, and that can be the difference between a safe ride and ending up in the hospital. Alright guys, other than physical gestures and mental awareness, the other thing that's going to help you stay safe is your gear. It's very important to have the correct gear when on the road for the appropriate weather, the appropriate time of the day. So I'm going to take you through a couple of tips that's going to help you stay safe. First and foremost is head protection. Make sure that you get the correct fit of helmet that is nice and secure on top of your head, as well as correctly adjusted straps. It's very important to have these straps correctly adjusted for underneath your chin to secure a nice and tight fit. One of the most important things that you can add onto your bike is a bicycle light, front and rear. Having something like this, which is nice and easy to use, has different features, a flashing mode even, is going to help you keep out of harm's way. It's going to help the cars identify you, and way more than bright enough to act in daytime and nighttime, keeping you safe throughout the day. Having a light up front is also extremely important. It's not only going to help you avoid objects in the road, but it's also going to help the cars and traffic to see you. Something like this, that's extremely easy to function, rather bright, and also has a flashing mode, is going to help you keep nice and safe on the road. Gloves are extremely important. Unfortunately, your hands are the first thing to hit the floor in the event of an accident, and having injured hands makes life extremely difficult in your recovery time. Never underestimate the value of brightly colored clothes. Try and avoid colors like black, blue, white, things that become invisible against other objects in the area. It'll just help you stay more visible to the cars and ultimately safer on the roads. This has been Safe Cycling with TriLife. Hopefully you've learned a couple things today that you can implement on your ride that's going to help you keep safe and keep out of harm's way. Be sure to stay tuned for some more tips and more advice. Enjoy!